Coming into day 5. So everybody eats today. So did we get raided? Is anybody sick? Night was calm. Yeah, we're already halfway through winter, so it's like, do we really need to upgrade the heater? Not entirely sure. But we do need to start thinking about the day 8 food situation. Because we've only got one meal right now, so we need either 2 more cans or a carrot. Let's get him up, put her to sleep. She's still content, even though she's very hungry. Yeah, we haven't had anybody knocking on the door asking us to leave the house yet. Normally by now we would have had that. So I think Marin can now go and upgrade this. And then it's a question of, do we want to upgrade the heater or not? Because I think we've got enough meds just to ride the winter out. So he's got the upgrade in, and we can now make the thermometer jobby that we need. That's going to cost us 4 of these electrical components. And then once he's spent those 4 electrical components, you can have 4 parts, 16 of these. So 16 components. Is it worth it to upgrade it? Don't know, actually. Hello, I've got a proposition for you. Okay, this is this guy's actually a crook. Hi there, you're new here, aren't you? Kind of gives the game away a little bit there. So hi there, neighbor, you aren't from around here. I've come to tell you there's an abandoned house. You might find something of value here. What do you say? So this actually negatively impacts morale if you say yes. So we say no to this guy. He gives us a reward, but you have to pay for it with morale. So we just say no. A lot of scenarios, that's a really good one to get because nobody has to leave the house, because very often you're in a situation where somebody can't leave the house, or rather you can't afford to have anybody leave the house. Let's say you've only got 2 people, for example, where one needs to stay and defend and one goes out. And that's a really good guy to get, because then you get a morale bump, or rather you can just dismiss him without leaving the house, without getting losing a morale or getting a morale hit by saying no to somebody who really needs help. But in this scenario, yeah, it doesn't help us, because we don't mind somebody leaving the house, because Marin could go and we would get a morale bump out of that. So we actually lost a morale bump there. All right, so what do we want to do? We could start thinking about food production, but it's probably worth, it's only 8 wood and 2 components. Let's get Arica, because we've got Marin's price on that. Hang on a minute, let's just get Arica to go make that. Because the final piece of the puzzle with the security would be the door. After that, because we are going to get a crime spree at some point. After that, we don't have to worry about security ever again. But we do have the cigarettes to make, but there's no point making them now because we can't use them for trade until after winter. So this isn't really a priority either. So our best option is probably just to start the meat production going. So let's do that. Because then once this is in place, the way it works is you put either a piece of fertilizer in there or 1 piece of meat, then every day or 2 it's going to deliver 2 pieces of meat, and it will keep going for the rest of the game. So it's kind of a long-term investment. It does use up a lot of parts though. as we saw. So we don't have any fertilizer, so we'd have to put our piece of meat in there, which is fine, because we don't necessarily need it. We might need it by day 8 if we find another carrot. So we're going to have to think about our food on day 8. But that's it for today. All we have to do is feed the fire at about 5 p.m. and then I'll see you tonight. There's nothing else we want to do. These don't work in the winter, so it's pointless putting one of these in. We don't necessarily need the stove right now. We're not going to need it until day 8 at least. We could make a radio, but I never tend to make these because it uses up components, electrical components. So I think that's it, and I'll see you tonight. We had 9 degrees at the end of the day, so still south of the ideal 15. So where do we want to go? We could go back to any of these 3 actually, because there's we can get a full load in any of them. I don't think it really matters. I'm going to go back to the supermarket with a lockpick, because we did have that lockpick requirement that we didn't do first time, and there were a couple of piles we never got to. So let's do that. Sleep in bed, 1 guard. No preparation needed apart from that lockpick. Let's do that and go. So this one's going to be quick. I'm just going to pick up the piles that we didn't get to before. There's 2 here. There's this one. And I think that's pretty much it, apart from the ones downstairs. But I'll just check around just to... Oh, and this one too. So this is really the only main thing we missed in our first visit. So I'm just going to carry everything from here up into our pile, and then just check around and see if we've missed anything else. Oh, another stack of meds, nice. Then I'll be back once I've done that. Alright, so we've got all the piles now, so it's just a question of what we want to take home. Now, one thing we could actually do is come back here with a hatchet, because there are going to be a few things that we can break down. Now, there's 2 cans, so that's our meal on day 8, because we've already got 1 can left over. Full stack of those. Now, as we saw in the rat traps, we can use meat or we can use fertilizer. Now, that's a full stack. It's kind of more than we need here. So what we really needed was a carrot. We can probably get another rat trap in with these 8 parts there. We'll come back for the water. I'm gonna take these just in case we need them for something. 6 bullets, they're worth a lot in trade as well. And that's a full stack of teddy bears which we can trade. So there's definitely another visit here, especially if we bring a hatchet, because with a hatchet we can basically fill up with wood and firewood. So I think we'll probably do that at some point. So let's go there and let's get home. And into day 6. I can't quite remember how long the winter lasts, but I think it's somewhere between 10 to 12 days. So we're at least halfway through now. So we got raided finally. Thankfully we were all armed, none of us were wounded, and the attackers didn't steal anything. Okay, good. Arica clearly isn't well. She could do with some pills, so that suggests she is sick. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put her on the stronger meds, because that's the 2nd level of sickness, which isn't great. This will get her to the next level, which is slightly sick. And then hopefully the weaker meds will work from there. But yeah, that's the worst case scenario where somebody gets drops 2 levels of sickness in one go. Still torn as to whether to update this or not, given that we can easily afford it. Oh, well, we used to be able to afford it, and we've no longer got the components. Now, it's not out of the question that Franco the trader could come today, because normally he comes on days 3, 6, 9, basically a 3-day schedule. Now, he came on day 4, so does that mean he comes on day 7? It's possible he could come on day 6 and get back to his normal 3-day. It does seem to be getting colder, though. We've got 4 wood on the fire. So it kind of suggests that it almost might be worth doing. We've got 6 meds to play with, but she's going to use up another one of these tomorrow, at least. Because there's no guarantee once she gets to slightly sick that these meds will work. So if we're lucky, then she'll get to be better, and we'll still have 5 left, but that's not guaranteed. So really nothing to do today. Now, one thing we would really like to do is make another one of these, but we are 3 gun parts short. Because if we go back to the supermarket tonight, for example, and we take the shovel, I think the shovel has 10 uses in it before it breaks. And I think we've used 5. But I don't think there are as many as 5 pieces or of breakable furniture at the supermarket, but we'll have a look. So really not much to do today. We can wait to stoke this until maybe 5 p.m. But it does look like it's getting colder. So 11 a.m. is just gone by, so there are going to be no visitors today. So we've really got nothing to do today, just knowing that we would really like to have 3 gun parts and probably more wood. We've got 23 and 29 firewood. And then we may upgrade this. So we would just need to bring back a couple of components. Yeah, let's do that, because I think it is getting colder. And we do have quite a lot of these, 13. So it's not like we are potentially short of something here. So it's just using up the components. So we'll do that tomorrow. Again, still not entirely sure it's the right call, but because we may only have 4 or 5 days of winter to go. It's just that seeing it get colder is kind of suggests it might be a good idea. Alright, I'm just going to stoke the fire at 5 p.m. and I'll see you tonight. So the day ended at 7 degrees centigrade, so it is getting colder. So I think it is going to be the right call to upgrade that heater, because that'll get it to somewhere in the region of around 12 degrees instead of 7. Alright, so she's sleeping because she's sick. He can guard. She's scavenging. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the supermarket and break down some furniture. So that will make sure, because if Franco didn't come today, he's likely to come tomorrow. So this will make sure that we have a ton of wood to trade with him. But let's do that and take our hatchet and go. So firstly, there is that glitch where even if we have the hatchet on us, sometimes we can't see what can be broken down and what can't, and the only way to deal with that is to drop the hatchet, pick it up again, and then the breakable items should appear. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we have one here. Gives us 3 stacks of wood, and this stacks to 4 as well, the firewood. Oops, I meant to take all there, not take. So let's just check there's nothing breakable in here. Nope. Because normally we would find 2 or 3 breakable pieces in each location. There's another one. I think we can break down this door from this side, yeah. Saves us running all the way around. So a third one there. So I think that's it from breakable piles. I don't remember there being any on the top. I'll go have a quick look and come back once we get back to here. No, that was the last pile to break down, so it's just the 3. Okay, let's yeah, let's take the hatchet back and then decide what to take. So we did need some components. And with Franco coming, it's wood. So I think another trip back here tomorrow, because these are full stacks of firewood. I actually don't know if this is as valuable to trade as the regular wood or not. Probably is. But there's another trip here. There's some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 full stacks of components. 8, we want the water. 9. This is a full stack of these. These are quite valuable as well. And those and the bullets. Yeah, there's another visit back here. So let's go there. And in today 7, the big question, did Arica get better? Were we raided? Yes, but we should have been okay. Thankfully we were all armed, none of us were wounded, etc. Okay, so no indication that... So yeah, she's still slightly sick. He's okay. She's okay. So we're expecting to see Franco today. So, let me see. He's going to sleep tonight. So I think we're just going to get her on one of the weaker meds. And hopefully that should get her better tomorrow. No guarantees, but... Now, Franco did come on day 4. And he usually comes every 3 days. He didn't come yesterday on his normal day 3, 6, 9 schedule, so we're expecting to see him today. So we need to keep her awake for the trading, and we'll put her to bed later. Now, we were going to upgrade the heater because it is getting colder. So we did bring back enough components that we could do this, so let's do that. So unfortunately we lose the wood that was in the heater previously, so this is going to drop down to negative, but that's not an issue because it's the temperature at the end of the day that matters. So we'll probably be -5 or something during the day. So he's done that. So next on the agenda would be probably, well, we could do the door if we just wanted to complete the security cycle, which probably might not be a bad idea. Now we've got 1 rat trap in place. We need 1 more part to get a second one. And then we would need this thing here, the herbal garden, for the carrots. But we would have to be able to put this in place and then upgrade it, which is a bit of a long road. As far as food is concerned, we're good for day 8 here. But we have to think about getting 3 meals for day 11. So we've got 4 days to get 3 more meals. Franco frequently has a few cans on him, but we'll see. So that is a concern, because if we need to cook on day 11, we're going to have to get one of these guys in. Stove. But for now, all we can do is wait and hope that Franco arrives. He's only got 20 minutes, 10 minutes. So no Franco again. So days 4 and 8. That's probably the worst possible scenario because normally he comes every 3 days. So we would have seen him on days 3, 6 and 9. So 4 and 8 is, it's unlucky. All right, well, we may as well get Marin to bed. So I guess it gives us another chance to go pick up some more wood. Because there is another trip left in the supermarket. So all we can do today, given that we've got no visitor, is... actually, Marin's gonna sleep tonight, so we may as well just put Katia to bed, because she needs to be rested tonight. So 5 p.m. I'm going to boost this up to 6, and we'll see what temperature we end the day at, and then we'll head off to the supermarket and clear that place out once and for all. There's one more trip there. I don't think there's two, but we'll go back to the supermarket because we left that firewood behind, among other things. And if we just look at our, we've got 39 wood for when Franco comes. 26 isn't bad, but we will use that up because we're going to have to use 6 today to fill up that upgraded heater. So we'll do that and I'll see you tonight. We entered the day at 14 degrees centigrade, so I think it was worthwhile upgrading the heater there. That should make the chances of ongoing sickness relatively small. So he needs to sleep. So although she's sick, she's going to have to guard. Otherwise we get into a sleep rotation issue. Although he would be very tired tomorrow, which isn't really an issue because he can sleep the following night. So let's just reverse that. He can guard, she can sleep, and she can scavenge. And let's just go back to the supermarket and pick up, I think it's going to be one final load. No preparation needed, and go. I don't think there are 2 more trips here. Definitely 1, as we saw previously. So definitely the firewood. 2 stacks of wood, yes. So if we are not going to be coming back here, we're going to want the water. That would be nice for the rat trap, but Franco's probably going to sell some. Nothing mandatory there. This would be nice. It is valuable to trade, but not during the winter. Not really. Bottles of booze, this is valuable. So I think just components. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, I guess 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks that we might be interested in if we ran out of locations. That one too. But let's go there and see what we can do with Franco tomorrow, because he must come on day 8, and let's go there. So I'm going to end the episode there. We managed to squeeze 3 days in, and I'll be back for the next episode where we will cover days 8 and 9 and hopefully 10, time allowing. So thanks for watching this one, and bye.